Let's take a deep breath in and let's get grounded, putting down roots, connecting your base chakra to gravity. And there in your mind's eye, imagine that you're the tree and getting quiet and still. You have never seen a tree in anything other than an animation movie running after another tree. You have never seen a tree working too hard. You might have seen a tree bend over backwards, but you will certainly not see a tree pulling its leaves out in frustration. So as far as possible, whenever you're sitting down to meditation with yourself, behave like a tree. Get grounded. Let yourself stretch up and open and unfurl. Allow your energy system to blossom, to become available to the universe, as if you are open to the sun while connected completely to the earth. And the most marvelous thing about a tree is that as it rises, as it grows, as it is being itself, it is creating for everything around it. It is automatically, intelligently creating for the highest good of all parties concerned, including humanity and all other trees. And even in its unawareness of its ability to support everything, it is supporting everything. Without thought, intuitively, it is giving of itself all the time, without consciously being rewarded or taking in return. As a state of meditation, it is the most miraculous space to be. Calm, silent being. Consciously giving of yourself by allowing yourself to simply expand, to be fully present, being who and what you are as you are, without judgment, without thought, without desire, simply breathing as consciously as possible and being present. And so focused on the breathing that you can feel that life force flowing into you. A familiar, known energy. One that flows through you in every moment of every day, in every incarnation. And every breath is like an old friend. Easily received and so easily returned, knowing that it is still available, still present, still yours. And even as we breathe in and breathe out, there is the knowing that we are breathing in again, consciously breathing in all the time, receiving all the time. With no end in sight. With no end at all. And this is the very nature of a tree, the very nature of soul. Infinite, endless intelligence. An eternal intelligence that resumes a form, resumes a physical space ever so often, but is eternally present, giving, receiving, sending, being as soul. And from the soul perspective, you are able to simply observe yourself breathing. I breathe in and nourish. I breathe out and release. I breathe in and come alive. I breathe out and entertain death. I breathe in and I awaken. I breathe out and I sleep. And just in that cycle alone of breathing, there is the duality, in and out. Hot and cold. And notice, if you will, that we are always more aware of the in-breath, and that you can hold it, and hold it, and hold it. And that the out-breath is merely a releasing, a deflating, even a surrendering, without management or measurement. That the out-breath becomes not just the opposite of breathing in, but the absence of breathing in, the making way for breathing in, the creating space for breathing in. All of life follows the same rhythms and cycles, where it appears to be opposites. But the opposite is in fact the absence, the releasing, the surrendering, to make way for the more, to expand the space for more, for higher vibrations, for more experience. That the releasing and surrendering is in fact a clearing and cleansing. So keeping your awareness on your breathing, breathe in nice and deep and become aware of a more focused way of releasing. And imagine, if you will, that every deep breath in opens you up a little more. That every deep breath in expands the layers around you, makes you more accessible, more available. And that on the out-breath, all of the stale energy, all of the old energy, even the fatigue of well-used energy, is surrendered, is loosened, is given room outside of you. That with every deep breath in, 308 chakras awaken to a consciousness of being harmonized around each breath. And as we continue to breathe in and out consciously, all 308 chakras begin to align with each other as they align with your breath. I breathe in and receive prana, 308 chakras awakened, become aligned. And on the out breath, I release congestion. I release any stains and tints on my energy field. And on the in-breath, a new refreshing breeze of prana. And on the out-breath, we release the cobwebs and the dust mites. Breathing in nice and deep again. All 308 chakras become in tune with each other. Recognizing the oneness within self. 308 chakras become aligned with each other, bringing all of self into the now. When 308 chakras are all working with one breath, I am present now. All of the memories, all of the wisdom, all of the evolutionary needs and desires of self, as they exist in those chakras, are present now. So breathing gently, just stay in the now moment. Stay right there, focused on your breathing, keeping the energy in a consistent and constant flow. And while you are in the now moment, if there is any one aspect of self, any one aspect of the nature of the beast that is you, emotion, feeling, attitude, habit, thought, behavior pattern, that is repetitively enigmatic or repetitively obstructive. If there is a vow or a promise or an oath or any other aspect of self that you wish to shed, that you wish to detach yourself from, bring it to the fore, into the now moment. And there in your mind's eye, represent it with a word, with a color, with a symbol, anything that is most comfortable for you. And set a clear intention to be present with it. I am in the now moment, present with this aspect of myself as it connects me to all lives, past, present, and future. Make your image or thought or symbol or even the emotion of it as clear as possible so that your brain may identify it easily. And recognize and respect it easily. This is an aspect of who I am. I embrace it. And I acknowledge it without judgment, without resistance. And just for a moment, without any of the old emotions, see it as clearly as you can, simply as an aspect of yourself that you are willing to breathe out. As a layer of your being, you are willing to break through. As a tiny link in a great chain that is you. Or maybe one solitary candle in a room full of candles representing all of the magnificence of self. Whichever image works for you. A grain of sand, a drop of water. From all of the millions of aspects of you that exist in every lifetime, it is that small, but no less significant than the rest of you. There in your mind's eye, put it into perspective. If there are any old relationships and sacred contracts connected with this, put it into perspective. See it as clearly as possible. Be as accepting and as embracing as possible. This is a part of you. Let us love it fully. Let us embrace it so completely. Let us shine as much light as possible on it. And as you do that, as you feel it and embrace it and shine light on it, if you embrace it as so much a part of you, as it extends over all lifetimes in the past, present and future, there in your mind's eye for yourself, notice what happens to it. What does this aspect of you do in response to your love, to your light, to your caring, to your acknowledgement? What does it do in the face of your own spiritual authority? What does it do in the midst of your own balance, harmony, alignment? What does it do when placed firmly in the center of the now moment? Just keep breathing gently and be patient and allow things to shift and unfold. Just keep breathing consciously and holding your own space in the now moment. And if there has been a shift, and you can feel it, then simply rest. Just rest for a moment and breathe. Always breathing. Always connected to the earth and connected to soul in all of its forms and frequencies. Always always being soul, living the human experience. Just breathe and stay in the now mode. Just stay there. Feel your heart beating. Feel your breath. Feel your body. Become aware, inside out, of the light of you, pulsing in the world, as if you are a star, flickering on and off, rapidly, so rapidly you appear to be a steady light. Let's take a moment to discern if there are any shifts or physical sensations in your body, changes of body temperature. Engage your brain in the usefulness and purposefulness of being the observer as self, to record everything in your short-term memory. And then very gently let everything go. And just breathe and be quiet. Just breathe and let all 308 chakras come back to their normal vibration, still in harmony with each other. All 12 bodies of the auric field fall back into place, as balanced as your physical body is able to manage. Let's ensure that the 7 primary chakras along the energetic spine are all connected to the earth, to the heavens, and that I, the soul, as I inhabit the physical body, am ready for a new moment and a whole new year from this new moon, here and now.